Unbelievable. It was like 75 yesterday. It's crazy. It'll be like 100 when we play Furman here in a few weeks. But anyway, it is what it is. Got not very tough elements out here today, but I told you, you got to be great. You got to have a little luck along the way, right? And they're off to a good start. They got a little lucky here in camp, but as coaches, we don't like it. It is what it is. But you know, our last full scrimmage, like I said the other day, we get 2 full scrimmages, and that's it. You know, they changed those rules, and then we had you get some other days. We'll have a few live plays on Monday, and then that's pretty much it from a live standpoint as far as to the ground. We'll still have a lot of competitive work, full speed, you know, like we always do. We always practice fast and physical on Tuesdays and Wednesdays of game week. You know, full pads Tuesdays, shells on Wednesdays. You know, but it's all full speed thud. You try to stay on your feet. So, you know, two full days alive. I thought we got better in some areas today. I thought our defense responded. You know, outside of, I was very disappointed in our overtime period defensively, but and offensively. We had a couple of penalties and really did a poor job defensively. We kind of split the team up. And went ones on Tuesday, but you know, we mixed it up all day, and again, some really good things. But we had 2 turnovers, a good interception by 20 and one by 23. You know, worked on a lot of things in the passing game today. You know, we were just kind of challenging the guys. Our protection, I'm pretty pleased with you know, that first group and what they're doing you know, right now. And then we got some guys that were kind of cross-trained in some other areas, you know, with our 2s and 3s. But you know, good day. Got done what we need to get done. I don't think anybody got, you know, hurt. We got some guys that we put on a pitch count a little bit today, and a couple guys that we held. But you know, we're training in a good spot. So I'm thankful that because there ain't but one way to get ready. That's you got to go play. And you know, it is what it is. You can't. You just gotta practice tough to be tough. And so we're in a good spot. You know, really like where our team is health-wise. You know, we've got 2 guys that are out. Miles Oliver, who came in here hurt and was going to redshirt most likely, and then you know, Troy, who was, you know, doing pretty good. But you know, those are the 2 guys out for, you know, the long term. XT's doing great. He'll be back, you know, hopefully in a short amount of time. Other than that, everybody's really in a good spot, trending in a good spot, and so hopefully we can continue to get a little luck there. We're you know, as healthy as we've been in a long time, so pretty pleased with that. Tomorrow will be a good tempo practice. We'll give them a couple of days of just rest. We've been going, I think, 16 or 17 straight days. So you know, that's one of the things that they extended the period. We got a couple of days there. We let them recover. We come back in here on Sunday and crank it back up Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3 more days of camp, and then we'll break camp next Wednesday. School starts. So once that happens, then they get their life back, and we get back on a you know, 20-hour rule. So you know, right now we pretty much got them all day, every day. Just trying to get a lot of things. We worked on a lot of situational stuff today, a lot of miscellaneous plays, a lot of miscellaneous things that can happen in the course of the game that you got to be ready for. So we covered a lot of that, and you know, so good day from an installation standpoint as far as just getting through our checklist of all the things that we got to prepare them for that could happen in the course of the game, and then you know, once we get to next week, really, like I said, a little live on Monday, and then it's all, you know, game prep, you know, from there. And just getting them healthy, getting them fresh, getting the fatigue. You know, they're fatigued, getting the fatigue out of them, and really locking in on who's going to play, and you know, getting in our scouts and all that stuff. You know, still repping 3 groups every day, so you know, that can create a little bit of you know, just a little more frustration than you normally have when you got a lot of guys that are repping. It's a little bit of a moving mixed bag there, but so we're in a good spot. We just gotta keep grinding. We got a ways to go. Got 2.5 weeks, and we're gonna need all of it.
Why'd you have the guys running after practice? Is something run?
They always run after practice. We always run. It's just we got a lot of position running that we do, so it's kind of stuff we track, from a conditioning standpoint. But we always run after practice. Some groups do, some groups don't. It really depends on the position group, and then you got your team stuff from time to time that we do.
Yeah, but who is the starting offensive line right now? Do you feel good about the continuity there and the cohesion?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't named a starting line, but I'm starting to feel pretty good about where we are right now heading into next week. So we'll watch this tape, and then we're going to meet this afternoon, and we'll get through all of it tonight and tomorrow with the team. And when they come back in here on Sunday, we're going to start doing some really opponent prep. We'll put a couple days in on Furman. We'll spend Sunday, Monday really kind of putting a little bit of work on them, because we get back here, we play Labor Day night, and that's Saturday for us, but it's Monday for the rest of the world. So we roll in here about 4:30 in the morning, and you wake up the next day, it's Tuesday, and you play against Saturday. So that's a really tough challenge. So we've done all of our preliminary work as coaches, but we need to really prepare the team and get a good foundation, so when we do come in on that Tuesday, they're not starting from ground zero. We need to have some type of foundation and working knowledge. So we'll spend some Sunday, Monday on Furman and on Clemson, kind of a combination of that, because it'll be double day on Monday, tough day. It'll be some live work, but also doing some separate and doing some game prep, and then Tuesday we'll go all Georgia Tech, and then Wednesday they get to school, and we go from there. So we're in a good spot. I can't remember what was yours. Oh, that line. Yeah. So I was going to tell you, we'll finalize our personnel once we watch this tape, and then we get back into our game prep mode Sunday. Then we'll say, okay, this is kind of where we are, and we might have a couple of guys that's still going to be close, but we got to start honing in on the opponent, and we got to start getting ready. We can only take 80, so we got to start seeing, okay, well, who do we think that 80 is for this game, and then start repping that way. And once you get on the clock on Wednesday, you can't rep 3 groups. I mean, you got to make do with the time that you have. So we got a good plan for that. We have for a long time, but it just changes how you can practice.
Has anyone really stepped up in XT's absence right now?
I mean, we got 4 starters at DN, so I don't. That's why we didn't put a depth chart out. I mean, because we don't. I mean, I don't care who runs out there first. Those guys are really good. They can all play. So we're fortunate that we've got depth there. But XT and KJ and Maskell and Miles they're all starters at the position, just the way it is. So we got 3 starters still. So it knocks our depth down a little bit, but hey, it gives Swin a little more opportunity, and he's done a heck of a job for us.
What did you see from your quarterbacks today?
What's that?
Quarterbacks and how they go.
I thought they both. We really only rep 3, but I thought they both did some really good things, and then they both missed a couple of plays too. We had Cade, for example, had a really nice big play, and then took a sack. And again, that's purple jersey syndrome. Once he gets lit a couple times, he'll get rid of it. So took a sack in the red zone, and then had one bad decision that he'd like to have back. And then DJ, I thought, played really actually pretty clean procedurally. Played very clean with his decision making. He had one play he'd like to have back, but procedurally and all that, he did a good job. Made a couple plays with his legs, and then Cade, he's a problem in the pocket because he's really, really fast, and it's just awesome, because he can really create, and it's good for Clemson, but it's also good for our defense, to see some speed like that, because he can really, really run. And I thought he made a couple of nice plays with his legs today. So that's they did a good job. And then Hunter has been awesome. He's just a very veteran guy. The game's slow. He had one miscommunication, bad play, which was a pick. just him and the receiver not on the same page. But he has been really good all camp. And so, man, I'm as I've told y'all many times, we've never had a quarterback room like this. This is top to bottom the best room we've had of guys who can go play and win. So I'm really excited about the group, and good competition. They challenge each other, make each other better every day. They've got good ownership of what we're doing. There's still a lot of things we need to continue to these next 2.5 weeks to clean up, and then you got to go play. And you kind of see where you are and what you got to do to move forward.
What areas specifically have you noticed DJ's game progress? In the off season, as you see now, in this more game-like?
Yeah, I would say the biggest thing is just his creativity. I mean, he's made a lot of plays with his legs in camp. I've told him 3, 4, 5 times, wouldn't have made that play last year, because he's just moving so much better, lots of confidence. So that's the number one thing. He's really done a good job there. And then secondly, his leadership. I mean, he's just been awesome. He has been an awesome leader, not just for the offense, but for the team. He's incredibly well respected. He's worked really hard on his timing, his fundamentals, his rhythm. He's not taking sacks. The biggest thing last year, with him was he took too many sacks and he turned the ball over. All right, and we those are two things that we can control. And there was a lot of those things that on him that he could have controlled. You're gonna have some misplays. You're gonna have a tip ball. You're gonna have guys